Broncos 70-20, 70 points, a new Dolphins franchise record, and the most any team has scored in a game since Washington scored 72 in 1966. The Dolphins, 726 yards, the second most in a game by any team in NFL history. Miami also becoming the first team in NFL history with 350-plus pass and 350-plus rush yards in the same game. Jordan Love and the Packers rallying from a 17-point fourth-quarter deficit to stun the Saints 18-17. Saints quarterback Derek Carr left the game in the third quarter and is believed to have suffered an AC sprain, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. Taylor Swift accepted Travis Kelce's invite to Arrowhead as the Chiefs beat down the Bears 41-10. Patrick Mahomes throwing 3 touchdowns, including 1 to Kelce. The Cardinals ran for 222 yards on their way to stunning the Cowboys 28-16. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Now at Staples, the prices of HP printers are dropping. Save on HP Smart Tank and enjoy even more savings on ink. Save on the HP Inkjet, perfect for high-quality pics. Save on HP laser printers, great for tackling high-volume document printing. Now through September 30th, save on Staples' entire selection of HP printers, some as low as $69.99. With HP printer price drops at Staples, now is the time to upgrade to HP, America's most trusted printer brand. See staples.com/HP for details.
COVID-19 has cast a spotlight on the stark inequalities that drive poverty. The poorest communities in the U.S. and around the world are suffering the most. Oxfam believes we can put systems in place to protect health and livelihoods in the future if we work together with dignity and compassion. Learn how you can help offer safety to the most vulnerable and fight for a more resilient future at oxfamamerica.org. Sponsored by Oxfam America.
And it is a Monday. We made it through the weekend. Monday, September 25th, 2023. I'm in the newsroom. It's Gene Brister. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
Made it through the weekend.
Yeah, it was tough, but somebody had to do it. So.
Yeah. And fortified by some delicious barbacoa.
Yeah, it was good.
Yes. Always.
Not that you would be surprised. It's always good.
Right. And I think when it comes to barbacoa, theirs is always, a contender for the best. And the Sheriff's Association beans are top notch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. They won't tell you who makes them.
Well, don't ask, don't tell, right?
That's right. That's
okay.
Exactly right.
So other than that, I know that was the highlight of your weekend.
It was. Yeah. Well, we went to the Pine Valley Park, which I had not been to in years.
Yeah.
And it's in good shape. They kept it up, and it's well used.
Okay. Yeah, it's been years since I've been there. Yeah. Okay. And did you throw water balloons and chase blue jays or what?
No, in fact, it had a big sign in the, and I'm sure they had them in both places, the men's room. It said, no water balloons. Now, can you figure that? Yeah.
Oh, what fun is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and it's officially a crime to have silly string or shaving cream on Halloween night in Beverly Hills.
Boy, I'm glad that they did that. And
yeah,
those poor people they're picking on.
The Beverly Hills City Council voted to ban anyone 21 or younger from possessing those items in public on October 31st. I mean, what? No shaving cream, no silly string? Yeah, I mean, oh, boy. It's kind of the same thing. Pam told me at our wedding reception.
Told you?
Yeah. Said no silly string, no shaving cream.
I didn't realize they had silly string then. Silly of me.
Yes. Okay. We've got birthdays to celebrate. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let me find my big shot birthdays. We already mentioned Anson Williams. I'm not sure if he's done anything since Happy Days, but Let's see. Birthdays today. Actor Robert Walden. He was on Lou Grant. He's 80. Actor Michael Douglas, 79. Model Cheryl Teague, 76. Actor Mimi Kennedy, 75. We mentioned Anson Williams, 74. Actor Mark Hamill, 72. Actor Colin Friels, 71. Actor Michael Madsen, 65. Actor Heather Locklear, 62. Actor Aida Turturro, 61. Actor Tate Donovan, 60. Actor Maria Doyle Kennedy, 59. Actor Jason Fleming is 57. Actor, singer, slapper Will Smith, 55. Actor Hal Sparks, 54. Actor Catherine Zeta-Jones, that's Michael Douglas's wife, she is 54. Actor Bridget Wilson Sampras is 50. Actor Clay Duvall, 46. Actor Robbie Jones, 46. Actor Joel David Moore, 46. Actor Chris Owen, 43. Actor Zach Woods, 39. Actor Jordan Garvais, 34. And actor Emmy Clark, 32. Local birthdays coming up.
Friday night is football night. Join Mickey Dale and George Grahava for all the Imperial Tiger football games. Streaming live on KXORadio.com. Imperial Tiger football is brought to you by
Imperial Tiger Football Association, El Sarape Mexican Food Restaurant in Imperial Valley College, the #1 community college in the nation, and Johnny's Burrito in El Centro, Brawley and Imperial.
Well, the Imperial Tigers will be in action Friday night, and the Tigers, let's see, it'll be Calexico at Imperial, so the Bulldogs and the Tigers meet on Friday. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Belinda Rangel, Blanca Rain, Laris Baker, Veronica Zavala, Curtis Butler Jr., Billy Powers, Francis Robles, Yvette Elizalde, Charlena Cruz, Gloria Panduro, Isis Ramirez, Daniel Santillan, Craig Beal, Ashley Ochoa, John J.R. Robertson, Lydia Villarreal, Magdalena Lopez Jimenez, Joe Bernal, Anna Herrera, Mallory Kellum, Diane Butler, and Monica Dominguez. Happy birthday from KXO. Okie dokie. So JR is celebrating today. Yeah. Now, happy birthday, JR.
Yeah. Which, we have a lot of JRs. JR is in Dallas.
Well, that would be Teresa's husband.
JR as in,
yeah.
I was going to say Teresa's husband.
Yeah. Okay. What else is going on? A North Carolina woman is suing Google because her husband drove off a collapsed bridge when following directions using Google Maps. Okay, so now we know where the Dukes of Hazzard got their GPS system, right?
Yeah, and you probably want to go the opposite direction if you see.
Yes. And let's see. Other than that, it's that time of year when events happening all around the Imperial Valley, right?
Right. Did you go? I know it sounded like you went to the barbacoa, but I mean, to have some great food. What else did you do?
I got a lot of things done around the house, little stuff. Mm-hmm. And, again, a weekend that the weather cooperated. So, there's always something to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we're going to hear more about the weather, and it's probably going to cooperate again.
I think so. Well, Saturday, the first day of fall, so we're ready.
Yeah, I mean, what more? That's what you do. It's the first day of fall. You got to follow through.
Yes. And be careful so you don't fall, right?
That's right.
Okay. News time. It's a look at World and California news headlines right now, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Hopes are high in Hollywood after striking writers and studios reached a tentative agreement that would give WGA members more money for streaming content and guarantees on AI. Insider correspondent Reed Alexander.
The message that's been sent here is that there is not going to be a world in which the creative force goes away quietly and they're going to maintain their foothold in an industry that really needs them now more than ever.
Speaker Kevin McCarthy says the House, including divided Republicans, will vote on a stopgap spending plan tomorrow. CBS's Nancy Cordes.
Congress now has just 5 days to either pass 12 annual bills to fund the government or pass a short-term fix.
New Jersey's embattled Democratic senator will speak to reporters next hour after he was indicted on bribery charges. Correspondent Scott McFarland.
Senator Menendez has temporarily stepped down as chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, but has given no indication he'll step down from his Senate seat.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. 5 months after they walked out, Hollywood writers are poised to return to work after word of a deal on a 3-year contract with the Hollywood studios. That coming last night, though Katie Kilkenny with The Hollywood Reporter says the Writers Guild's 11,000 members still need to ratify it.
Everybody's on pins and needles to see how this is actually going to resolve, if this actually means the end of the strike. So it's a big moment in Hollywood.
Studios reportedly taking major steps in areas pertaining to residuals, minimum staffing, AI, and data transparency. Business owners in Oakland plan to shut down tomorrow as part of a citywide strike to protest the spike in crime.
This is not the only protest that we're going to be doing. This is the first, and it will not be the last.
Mayor Shing Thao says the city has already taken major steps to reduce crime, but says it'll take time and that a strike isn't needed to get the city's attention. SpaceX completes another successful Starlink launch from northwestern Santa Barbara County. Falcon 9 taking off from Vandenberg Space Force Base this morning. Chef Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
In Big Tobacco's Fantasyland, children are the future. Here, tobacco companies are committed to higher education, offering scholarships to students who submit essays about the benefits of vaping. The tobacco industry even sponsors summer camps for kids. Don't worry, the tobacco-sponsored programs have been linked to leaving your kids more interested in smoking. In Big Tobacco's Fantasyland, the world's deadliest industry is your child's friend.
See reality at undo.org.
You and Buddy are enjoying your walk when...
Yeah, I smell that too. I know, don't blame it on the dog. I hear that hissing too. Maybe it's a cat.
No, dude. A sulfur-like odor and hissing can be signs of a natural gas leak. Natural gas lines can be buried anywhere. If you suspect a leak, leave immediately and call 911 and Southwest Gas.
Thanks, deep voice narrator.
You're welcome, dude. You too, buddy.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Valley to serve you, at El Centro Motors, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and at the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Monday morning. 2022, well, it was a banner year for agriculture. The gross value for ag came in at just over $2.6 billion. That is a 14.5% increase over the previous year. The number one commodity was once again cattle, with a gross value of $477.4 million. According to the report released Tuesday, the gross value for melons and vegetables came in at $1.1 billion. Alfalfa had the highest gross value for field crops at $269.7 million. Combined crops made up 824,000 acres. The number one vegetable crop, well, you guessed it, it was vegetables. Got to eat your vegetables. Multiple Imperial Valley law enforcement agencies collaborated in the arrest of a carjacking suspect. Calexico police responded to the report of an assault and carjacking on Friday. It was determined that a victim had been assaulted and his pickup taken by force. Calexico sent out information about the crime to all Imperial Valley enforcement agencies, and the truck was located, abandoned in El Centro a short time later. Calexico officers assisted in the Imperial County Sheriff's Office Scientific Investigation Unit, collected evidence at the scene, and were able to view video surveillance footage from the initial crime scene. Officers were able to identify a suspect, 23-year-old Dago Demara of Calexico. Demara, a convicted felon and known gang member, was arrested on Saturday and booked into Imperial County Jail on charges of carjacking and aggravated battery. KXO News Time, 7:43.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Central Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
Well, the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation honored 27 employees from across California for their bravery, service, and explanatory work conducted benefiting the department and the public. Jeff Edwards, a correctional officer at the Centinela State Prison near Sealy, was awarded the Silver Star Medal. That medal is awarded for acts of bravery under extraordinary or unusual circumstances. The Medal of Honor went to Lieutenant Larry Faria from Fresno. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the Valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IVC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu.
Page 2 of the local news and weather, served by Menchie's Frozen Yogurt and Round Table Pizza, 508 East Dannenberg Drive in El Centro.
Continuing with more local news, 2 car burglaries were reported Saturday night near Buckland Park. Shortly after 9 p.m., a woman reported that a window was broken out of her pickup truck, and 3 pair of sunglasses, a bag of pet grooming supplies, and a GPS were taken. About 30 minutes later, another vehicle was reported burglarized in the same area. A rear window was broken out of a car, and a purse with identification documents was taken. Well, the National Weather Service says we can expect tranquil weather conditions to the week. Saturday was the first day of fall, and Imperial Valley weather shows a change in seasons. A generally quiet weather pattern is expected through the next several days, with a slight warming trend through midweek as a high pressure builds over the region. By late in the week and into the next weekend, a large low pressure system likely to move across the western states. This will result in incoming temperatures and breeziness. The temperatures will be at near 100 through Wednesday before they start to drop Thursday. Nighttime temperatures will dip to the low to mid 70s in the early part of the week, and then drop a few more degrees by the weekend. A man is arrested after he was found slumped over the steering wheel of his car at about 1:30 in the morning Sunday. El Centro police responded to a car wash on North Imperial Avenue after receiving a report of a driver apparently under the influence of drugs or alcohol. He was slumped over the steering wheel of his vehicle with the engine running and in gear. Initially, the driver refused the commands to get out of the car, and when officers approached, he attempted to conceal something from the officers. As the driver was removed from the car, he threw a glass pipe on the ground. The suspect, a 39-year-old man, was arrested and booked at Imperial County Jail on various drug charges, as well as destroying evidence. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Imperial Valley now has a Round Table Pizza, serving superior pizza, inspired by the honor of valor and revelry of the Knights of the Round Table. The quality and authenticity have earned them the reputation of pizza royalty. Now, for a limited time, receive a personal pizza with 6 slices, cheese, and a topping of your choice, including a 20-ounce soda for only $9.95, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Round Table Pizza, now open, next to Menchie's Frozen Yogurt, 508 East Annenberg Drive in El Centro.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, high pressure will strengthen across the region early this week, boosting high temperatures to above normal for the Imperial and Yuma valleys. Dry conditions will also persist under generally clear skies. Later in the week into next weekend, a large low-pressure system is likely to slowly move southward toward the desert southwest, allowing for a slow cooling trend and a period of breezy to locally windy conditions. 99 the high in the valley yesterday, 66 our overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 101. Look for winds out of the west-southwest 5 to 10 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 71. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north after midnight. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 102. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast later in the morning. How about 73 degrees downtown, 41% relative humidity, wind out of the west-northwest 3 to 7 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and weather, delivered by Round Table Pizza and Menchie's Frozen Yogurt, 508 East Annenberg Drive in El Centro.
Let's talk about it, bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5 or log on to kxoradio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
And it's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Script South Network, working together to provide you the best care. NFL action yesterday. The Steelers topped the Raiders 23-18. Raiders came back with 11 points in the fourth quarter, but not enough for the win. Meanwhile, the Cardinals beat the Cowboys 28-16. Chiefs beat up on the Bears 41-10. It was the Browns 27, the Titans 3. Lions dumped the Falcons 20-6. Packers slipped by the Saints 18-17. The Patriots got by the Jets 15-10. Bills beat the Commanders 37-3. Texans topped the Jaguars 37-17. Colts over the Ravens 22-19 in overtime. It was the Seahawks 37, the Panthers 27. Dolphins lit up the Broncos 70-20. Broncos now 0-3 on the year. And by the way, it was the Chargers holding on. They beat the Vikings 28-24. We have Monday Night Football tonight. We will bring you the Eagles and the Buccaneers. 4:30 coverage on AM 1230 KXO.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations at Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, they're still playing baseball, and the Twins over the Angels 9-3. Blue Jays beat the Rays 9-5. Diamondbacks dumped the Yankees 7-1. Will Aaron Boone be around next year? Nationals slipped by the Braves 3-2. White Sox topped the Red Sox 3-2. Orioles over the Guardians 5-1. Marlins beat the Brewers 6-1. Reds rolled over the Pirates 4-2. Royals edged the Astros 6-5. Cubs nipped the Rockies 4-3. Rangers edged the Mariners 9-8. Tigers shut out the Athletics 2-0. Phillies beat the Mets 5-2. Braves over the Nationals 8-5. Dodgers held on. They beat the Giants 3-2 in 10 innings. And the Padres, with a 12-2 win over the Cardinals. Guys, too little, too late. Yeah, I think there was a song about that. And, high school football. Yeah, there was some football Thursday night, a game you heard on AM 1230 and the KXO YouTube channel. Central topped the Cibola Raiders 35-12. What, you didn't catch the game? Well, go to our YouTube channel and you can tune in and listen. Meanwhile, Brawley topped Gila Ridge 47-15. That also on Thursday. On Friday night, Imperial in overtime topped Valley Center. The Tigers over the Jaguars 25-22 again in overtime. Again, if you missed it, you can listen to the game on our YouTube channel. Go ahead. Vincent Memorial shut out Bonita Vista 20-0. Claremont topped Calipatria 14-7. Palm Springs beat Palo Verde. Southwest, Holtville, and Calexico all had a bye for the evening. And coming up Friday night, we will have the city championship. Yeah, it will be the Southwest Eagles entertaining the Central Spartans for the Mayor's Trophy City Championship. And we'll be on the air on AM 1230 at 6:45. And prior to the kickoff, it's the Autism Association's Tunnel Run. What a great idea. What a great event. And be there. You'll enjoy. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. And let's take a look at financial news, followed with a brief look at weather. All brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes as well. And let's look. We see that Amazon spending some money. Yeah, a lot of money. Amazon said today it's investing $4 billion into the artificial intelligence company Anthropic in exchange for partial ownership and Anthropic's greater use of Amazon Web Services, according to the e-commerce company. The deepening partnership between the two companies highlights how some large tech firms with massive cloud computing resources are increasingly leveraging those assets to gain a bigger foothold in AI. And by the way, the major film and television studios and striking writers reached a tentative agreement yesterday. After days of marathon negotiating sessions, the Writers Guild of America said last night, paving a path forward to end the historic work stoppage that has frozen production and paralyzed much of Hollywood. What we have won in this contract, most particularly, everything we have gained since May 2nd is due to the willingness of this membership to exercise its power, to demonstrate its solidarity, to walk side by side, to endure the pain and uncertainty of the past 143 days, according to the WGA. The Dow, we're looking at red on the big board. The Dow off 161 points, S&P 500 down 10, and the NASDAQ off 29, gold down $9.30 an ounce, oil off 66 cents per barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be sunny today with a high near 101. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming south. Clear tonight with a low around 71. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north after midnight. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 102. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast later in the morning. 74 degrees, 40% relative humidity. Wind out of the west-northwest 3 to 5 miles an hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. Don't forget Monday Night Football. It's Monday. We've got football. The Eagles and the Buccaneers will start at 4:30 this afternoon right here on AM 1230 KXO. CBS News just ahead. After that, we're back.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 12.
Is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kafin. The striking writers union calls it exceptional. The 3-year tentative contract deal hammered out with studios. Reed Alexander, correspondent for Insider, says crucial to the accord is language about artificial intelligence.
There's been a clear message sent here, which is that the creative force is not going to bow to these tools and simply go quietly into the good night. However, this is a 3-year deal, and we've seen just in the past 3 years how the conversation around, say, generative AI has completely transformed. So where we end up in 3 years is unclear.
Salt water from the Gulf of Mexico is getting into the Mississippi River, and it's threatening drinking water supplies in some Louisiana communities, including New Orleans.
Stores that can get bottled water on the shelves here are seeing it bought up very quickly as shoppers fill beds of pickups and backs of SUVs with case after case.
No need for people to panic.
Suburban Jefferson Parish President Cynthia Lee Shang says it'll be weeks before the saltwater could impact most drinking water intakes in the region. And Colonel Colin Jones with the Army Corps of Engineers says they're bringing in millions of gallons of fresh water to dilute saltwater that does get to the filtration plant.
We're going to increase our capacity to deliver, and their needs are going to increase.
Dave Cohen for CBS News, New Orleans.
Now to Washington, CBS's Nancy Cordes has more on efforts to head off a possible government shutdown.
Holdouts appear to be even more dug in, opposing any of the options to fund the government quickly. And so with just 5 days to go, it's hard to see at this point how Congress keeps the government open The Senate is going to try this week to pass their own bipartisan short-term spending patch and send it to the House. If McCarthy even allows that to come up for a vote, there are those on the right who say they'd try to oust him so he doesn't have a lot of options.
Overseas, correspondent Charlie D'Agata with a key development about Ukraine, U.S. tanks.
Official confirmation from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky that American-supplied Abrams tanks are already in Ukraine. It's the first of 31 promised tanks, and it's ahead of schedule, although it's not certain how many have arrived in this first delivery.
After a win in Las Vegas, the Pittsburgh Steelers charter plane ride home stopped early this morning in Kansas City, an oil pressure problem causing the emergency landing. Getting set for the Super Bowl already is Usher. He's the newly selected halftime act, and he told CBS Mornings,
30 years ago, I made a commitment to offer my best. Here 30 years later now, it's being rewarded with one of the most prestigious performances and stages anybody could ever play on.
And checking Wall Street, the Dow is down 181 points. This is CBS News.
You need to hire? Indeed is with you every step of the way, helping you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Dive into crime dramas on Pluto TV. Unravel the mysteries on CSI, Criminal Minds, and Blue Bloods. Plus, watch thousands of other crime movies and TV shows, all for free. Download Pluto TV on all your favorite devices and start streaming now.
Exergen thermometers are a top choice of medical professionals at highly ranked hospitals across the U.S. Accuracy matters, so make Exergen the chosen thermometer for your home and family. Available at Walmart and other participating retailers. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Nothing slows my little girl down, except a stuffy nose.
Mommy.
That's why I use Sinex Children's Saline from Vicks. Sinex instantly clears mucus in everyday stuffy little noses with a gentle, ultra-fine mist designed for kids. Just Sinex? Breathe. Her stuffy nose is gone for now. And so is she.
Sinex Children's Saline. Sinex, breathe. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
It's one of the holiest days of the year in Israel, but for kids, it's a chance to take to the streets.
It's a day of fun for children in Israel. All traffic comes to a halt for 25 hours, leaving highways empty for children to ride their bikes and skateboards. 14-year-old Tal Lassar says it's one of his favorite times of the year.
There are people on the streets walking around. You see everyone riding their bikes. It's a big social event, and I just love it.
As children roam the highways, many adults fast, pray, and go to synagogue to atone for their sins. Yotam Confino for CBS News in Tel Aviv.
Matteo Messina Denaro has died in Italy. He was the #1 fugitive in the country until his capture earlier this year. Medical records revealed the mob boss was being treated for cancer under an alias. He died in a prison hospital ward at 61. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article or sensitive personal information about your family? Search engines don't always get it right. For right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. One of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. Reputation Defender has been fixing people's search results for over 15 years. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, helping you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. Take control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. Or call 800-401-6681 to speak to an expert. That's 800-401-6681.
Who are you? You. No, not me, you.
Yes, I am you.
Who are you?
I have told you. Carroll Buckley.
We'll be asking the question.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.